Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Call of Cthulhu. So in the last episode to my big surprise, we found Sara Hawkins alive inside the Riverside Institute. And unfortunately we couldn't save Mary Colden, so she's dead, I think. But then again we also saw the Officer Scarface, what was his name? Ethan Bradley? Was that his name? I mean, it's been 1 week since last time I played, and I apologize for the delay, by the way. But anyway, so we did see Officer Bradley killed in very early on in the game, and yet we saw him later back at the Institute alive, so who knows, maybe Dr. Colden is still alive as well, but hey, we'll see. And right now we are back at the Hawkins mansion with Sara Hawkins and Drake, Algernon Drake, owner of the Nameless bookstore, so they are both here. And so, without further ado, let's go and question Sara Hawkins. They are down there, yes. I wonder where Officer Scarface is. I doubt he's going to take the news of Mary Colden being dead very well. They were very close.
Mr. Pierce, we were waiting for you.
Well, I'm here now.
Sara doesn't have much time.
What are you doing here?
Did you think I would let you confront the occult without supervision?
This is too dangerous for a bookworm like you.
No, don't say that.
I need to talk to Mr. Pierce.
Very well, Sara. I will be in Charles Hawkins' office.
And besides, he did say that he would come here, so it's not like we didn't know to expect him. But anyway, so now let's chat with Miss Hawkins.
Different.
Yes. When I woke up this morning, my mind was sharper. Cleaner. I can still hear the voice calling me. It is so strong, so ancient, enticing, dangerous. I may never be able to escape his grip, but for now I can keep it at bay. I know what I owe you, Mr. Pierce, but I can't come back to Boston with you.
Yeah. The cultists would do anything they can to stop us. No question there. So, let's see, you feel guilty? You and Drake are up to something. It's because of the Wanderer. The Wanderer. We're not talking about the Shambler, are we? There is a cult on Darkwater, yeah? Charles Hawkins is dead. Well, yeah, that much is certain. So, Which option do I want to pick here? You and Drake are up to something. There is a cult on Darkwater. Let's talk about the cult.
I saw everything. The tunnels under your house, the rituals, the secret society. I must get you out of its reach.
I know how dangerous they can be to me. But first, there's the Wanderer. I must find it and kill it. I am the only one who can end its slaughter.
No, you will come with me to Boston.
I owe you no obedience.
This isn't about what you want or don't want to do. You would risk destroying the world just because you can't face the consequences of your actions.
I am willing to atone for my sins.
No, you're just trying to erase all proof of the mistakes you made.
I know what I have done. I will not rest until the creature is sent back to its dimension.
Okay. Valid sanity requirements? There must be a way to fight it, so we all die. Should I go for this? I mean, this is the most interesting option. Let us go with this.
You can't give up, even knowing the stakes.
Yes,
this will affect your destiny.
Still, I won't let you go.
What?
You will stay here until I find a safe way to return to Boston.
That's ridiculous. Listen, Algernon knows of a way to protect me. Help him find what he seeks, and we may all survive this battle.
All right. I'll help you.
Okay. New objective. Consult diary. Do we have character points or something? Talk to Algernon Drake. Yeah, sure. 11 character points. Holy shit. Well, okay, so... what do I want to invest into? I guess... spot hidden in an investigation, maybe? 6 character points needed before next level. Okay. 6 as well. 6. 4. And 6 for strength as well. I can get next level to eloquence and investigation if I invest all points to these two. Well, let's do this. Now we are master investigator. Nice. And now let's just put the 4 points there and 1 here. Sure. Let's go with that. Anything new here? Have we read this before? No, I don't think so. Algernon Drake, age 43, bookseller. Algernon Drake is the owner of the Nameless bookstore and a friend of Sara Hawkins. It would seem that the two of them were united in a common thirst for knowledge about the occult. He has a strange collection of parchments and books of spells, and he seems to know a lot about the island's clandestine activities. Clandestine, I don't know how to spell that. If I decide to explore the occult trail, he will be an excellent guide. Indeed, so Mary Colden is dead? I guess. Well, that's what the game says. But then again, the game also said that Sara Hawkins was dead, and here she is. I arrived too late to free Colden from the clutches of Fuller. Just before I found her body in the hands of the doctor, she had come to see me to give me a last message. I don't know if I'm going crazy, but I believe that her words were full of truth. Okay, so let's assume that Mary Colden is actually dead. Okay. And Sara Hawkins. I found Sara Hawkins, alive, prisoner of the Riverside Institute. Charles Hawkins and Dr. Fuller seem to have connived, I don't know that word either, to hide her from the world. She seems to be very affected by the tragedies that have struck her family, but I detect a fighting spirit in this woman that I would better not underestimate. She's a survivor. And lastly, Charles Hawkins, now dead for reals. Charles Hawkins tried one last time to challenge the wishes of Sara Hawkins, and he is dead. This time there is no coming back. Yeah, even the game is telling us that. Although I condemn the actions of this man, I am certain, in a certain way, I understand his motives. He was ready to do anything to protect his wife. His abandonment of the occult allowed us to flee the Riverside Institute and to learn more about the threat that was waiting upon the mind of Sara Hawkins. Yeah, that's another thing that I was wondering. I mean, he was part of the cult, obviously, and he kept telling us that the cult was dangerous, and that they never must get their hands on Sara Hawkins. So I was wondering that, why is he with the cult then? Why is he with the cult and then keeping Sara away from them? Like is he siding with the cult or trying to protect his wife? But apparently he was trying to protect his wife and just pretended to be on the cultist side and work for their cause. That's what I think happened. Actually, is there something else that I should check real quick? Sanity. What is our... What the hell? We are... If I'm reading this correctly, we have almost lost our sanity entirely. I mean, look at this. We got this little sanity left. We seem to have missed quite a few traumatic incidents. Meet the Shambler, reading the Necronomicon, trapped in madness, Charles Hawkins, and this is the cause of truth. While Pierce's sanity is growing dangerously weaker, his increased sensitivity to the occult opens new ways for him. On rare occasions, he is now able to unearth hidden truths when he speaks to the inhabitants of the island. As with everything connected with the myth, using it comes at a cost. Yeah, cost of our sanity. Although we sound quite sane so far. Nothing new here. Places. Yeah, sure. Occult. And clues. Yeah, okay, nothing too interesting here. Hurricane lamp, and we still got this poker that we used to wound Charles Hawkins, and then we just killed him with an axe. Okay. Okay, so now let's go and talk to Algernon Drake. He said he's in Charles Hawkins' office. Was it up here somewhere? Where was the office again? It was... Oh wait, it was down here. And then here, I think. In there. There he is. And the path to the tunnels is open.
Seeing you again. Ah, it's you. I'm here for her, not you.
I don't care why you're here. Your usefulness is the only thing that matters. How do we protect Mrs. Hawkins from the influence of the forces that claim her?
By following Charles Hawkins, that imbecile of a thief, of course.
What do you mean?
He found something. An amulet. The symbol engraved on it could protect Sara.
Could?
We are dealing with forces that by far surpass what your intellect can process. Feel free to ask me any question regarding the matters that exceed your grasp.
Okay. A dimensional Shambler. He sold the dagger to Sanders. Yeah, Drake sold the dagger to Sanders that we used to stab the painting and force the Shambler to return back to his or its dimension. He must have a plan to get rid of it. Let us go with this, the most interesting option.
What is the true nature of the Necronomicon?
I see that you are interested in my precious book. It is the definitive book of knowledge of the occult, Mr. Pierce, written by Abdul al-Hazred. It is the answer to many a question.
That is why it's so highly valued.
Yes, and even though it is a copy, given to me as a gift by Professor Armitage of Miskatonic University, the work remains very powerful.
I understand better why you keep it in a safe.
Okay, so the Necronomicon he had hidden inside his safe was just a copy. Okay. But it still works the same as the original, as apparently. But yeah, that makes sense. Because when we found the book, I was thinking that, wait, why is the Necronomicon here on this island? But it was just a copy. Yeah, that makes sense. So you sold that dagger. You sold the dagger to Sanders.
The dagger with a strange sign. Was it you who sold it to Francis Sanders?
If you are referring to the dagger of the ancients, then yes, it was me. Why?
Do you know what he intended to do with it?
Francis was primarily a collector of occult objects. He liked rare items such as the dagger. But I doubt he knew its purpose.
It allowed me to send the creature you call the Shambler back into the painting.
Fascinating. But I am afraid that this might only be short-lived.
You mean that thing could come back?
Yes, that is why I am looking for a more permanent solution.
It must never come back.
Well, how about we just, burn the painting or something? Or is it indestructible?
This creature, the Shambler, what is it?
It is a hunter. It travels from one dimension to another to hunt down its prey.
Francis Sanders was one of its victims. How could a creature like that end up in one of Mrs. Hawkins' paintings?
Sara has an uncommon gift. A connection with entities that live beyond our reality. I doubt that she was aware at the time, but when she painted the picture in a certain way, she called it.
And now it remains in our reality.
Let us say that it uses the painting as a portal into our reality, and we make enticing prey for it.
That's why we must find a way of sending it back to where it came from permanently.
The dialogue does not match the subtitles 100%, but I don't mind it too much. It's just an observation.
A genius like you must have already found a way to get rid of this creature, yes?
I sense your sarcasm, but it does happen that, yes, I do have a solution.
Burn the painting?
I think I can destroy it, but for that I must approach the creature, and to be able to do so, I need the key to Rie.
Another one of your baubles.
It is no bauble, unbeliever. It is a very powerful protection, able to repel very ancient forces. Much more effective than your cult.
What does it look like?
It is a golden amulet, bearing very ancient inscriptions and an elder sign at its center. A star with an eye in the middle.
I've already seen that sign.
Yes, we did.
Where can we find it?
Therein lies the problem. That foul thief, Charles, has hidden it somewhere. I found this drawing among his personal effects. I think that it has something to do with the location of the amulet.
I'll follow this lead. You continue searching.
That is what I intend to do. As for you, return here the second you find it. I don't want it to disappear again.
Oh, okay. So, sketch of a bust. Okay, so I was supposed to find this bust? I guess so. So we're not going to just burn the painting. Was there something there? No, it was just a light. But yeah, we did read about the amulet back at the Nameless bookstore. The one Charles stole in Cairo, I think it was. Can we go? Is there any doors here? No. I wonder where Winchester is. You know, the caretaker. What was his first name? Silas, I think was his name. Started with an S anyway. So, anyway, he must have noticed that we came back here. So, has he also noticed that Sara Hawkins is still alive? I bet he would be thrilled. Anyway, anything new here?
Was Sara Hawkins telling the truth?
I believe so. Reconstruction scene here again. Okay. There.
What kind of ritual was she preparing?
Certainly she didn't. Certainly she didn't try to summon the creature on purpose.
Was the painting of the Shambler displayed here?
Most likely, yeah. Maybe she tried to trap it inside the painting so that it couldn't ever come out of it. And I think we lost some sanity from that.
Mrs. Hawkins never told me why she was in possession of the Necronomicon.
Or a copy of it anyway. Maybe she lended it from Drake.
How did she survive her encounter with the Shambler?
That is a good question. Very good question. Maybe Sara works as an anchor for this thing. Meaning that if she dies, then the Shambler can never come to this dimension. That's just one theory. One idea.
How did she react? Was she afraid?
Of course you would be scared of a thing like that. Anyone would be. What's that?
Charles Hawkins was ready to do anything to protect his wife.
So he barged in here. Maybe he had the medallion at the time and used that to protect them both
If
from
the
the
amulet
Shambler.
can protect Sara Hawkins from the influence of the mythos, I must find it.
Oh hey, that's the bust, isn't it? No, I know where that is. Yeah, I know where that is. But let's see if we can find anything else here, since we are here. Was there something on the ground, or was it just a light again? Yeah, okay. Well, let's just go where this bust and skull is located. It's over here. Is it in that box? Yes, it is. Nice.
This is the amulet that Drake was looking for.
This amulet is engraved with the Elder Sign. Drake calls it the Key of R'lyeh. He firmly believes that this artifact is of great power. Now what? What? A vision? 1 character point earned. Okay, so now we could... Oh wait. Where did I... Couldn't I level one of these with 1 more point? 5 needed here, 6 here, 6 here. Well, whatever. Let's just save that. Let's just save that for later. But now, back to Algernon Drake. It wasn't even that hard to find the medallion. There you go, Drake.
It's you again.
Yeah, it's us, alright.
I think I've found what we're looking for.
Let me see that. Yes, that's it. It's perfect. We are saved.
I hope
I
so.
must tell Mrs. Hawkins.
Yes, do that.
Okay. Let's go then. I'm just wondering that... Oh, you're here. Okay. I was just wondering that whether how close we are to the end of the game. Is the are we going to finish the Let's Play in this episode? Or in the next one? Maybe in the next one.
I have it. It's a strange amulet. I hope it will protect you, considering that nothing will help you change your mind.
You must understand. I already went too far.
What have you seen that's so terrible you convinced yourself that you had to risk so much?
I can't tell you now.
This story is going to end badly.
Yes.
Oh,
West is here with Sullivan.
Bradley,
that's where Officer Scarface is.
you take care of Sarah. I will deal with them.
You sure? All right.
Okay, so more cops.
I've been hearing about you a lot lately. You seem to enjoy causing trouble.
Nice job, Chief. You got me. Great police.
You can try to play smart with me all you want, Pierce. Witnesses have identified you as the one who set fire to Riverside.
Witnesses? How convenient. That's not the whole story, is it?
I don't care about your stories. Save them for the judge. You know, us cops, we base our investigation on facts and testimonies. You might want to try that next time.
You better.
Okay. Okay, these cops must be with the cult. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they are. It would only make sense. Okay, are we have to break out of a prison next? Chapter 10, Darkwater Police Station. With the help of Algernon Drake, Pierce has obtained an amulet that is supposed to protect Sara Hawkins against the evil powers that covet her. The painter told him of her desire to track and kill the dimensional Shambler in order to atone for her sins. Before Pierce could stop her, he was arrested by the police.
You know, I've heard a lot about you, Mr. Pierce.
Have you now?
All good, I hope.
It appears that you've been involved in a variety of misdemeanors since your arrival on Darkwater. Entering private property, twice. Aggression, insulting behavior, and to top it all, arson.
Really? But entering private property, you mean Hawkins' mansion? But Officer Bradley was with us the whole time. And, well, I can understand the arson, even though, because there were some eyewitnesses, the workers who were there, and who were chasing us at one point before we entered the boiler room, and that's where we started the fire. And what were the other? Entering private property twice. Aggression. We haven't really been that aggressive here, have we? Not really, no. Insulting behavior? How is that a crime? Well, whatever. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if this guy and some other officers were part of the cult. I am ready to cooperate with him. You mean this cop here, Henry West? Oh, West. I think Bradley mentioned him once, and that how he is his superior. Truth comes at a cost. He is in no position to lecture me. Should we kiss his ass a little bit and say that we are ready to cooperate with him? Truth comes at a cost. He is in no position to lecture me. Well, let's just say that truth comes at a cost.
Listen, in my line of business, we are obliged to overstep certain limits.
We're not just talking about illegal surveillance. You are being accused of serious crimes.
There's nothing serious in what you've said. And you've got no proof that I started the fire.
Don't you worry. I'll find some.
Or make up some.
You're going to waste time and effort on me, while terrible things are happening on this island.
Yeah? So what's going on that I don't know about?
Well, the cat, for example. I mean, are you just letting that mafia crime boss to do whatever she wants? Anyway, let's see. A dangerous cult is at work. Somehow I don't think that he's going to believe that straight away. At least the Hawkins case is far from closed. Yeah, didn't Officer Bradley report him or something about our findings at the mansion when we arrived here? Fuller isn't as innocent as he looks. No point wasting my time. And why isn't cat mentioned here? Why isn't the cat mentioned? Well, I don't know, but we're gonna pick the most interesting option here.
You'd be better off taking an interest in Dr. Fuller. The experiments he carries out on his patients are as inhuman as they are illegal. And when Dr. Colden wanted to put a stop to it, she too went under the knife.
What are you talking about? Nobody's reported any wrongdoings.
Of course they didn't.
Dr. Fuller is a man who is as much respected and admired on the island as he is in his profession. It seems like you've got a grievance against him. Is that why you set fire to his institute?
I'm admitting nothing at all.
Come on, I'll show you to your new residence. I'll be back later to ask you some questions. I hope that you'll make the right choice and confess to everything. It would be as unpleasant for you as it would be for me if I had to adopt more advanced questioning.
I have no doubt about that.
Good night, Mr. Pierce.
Well, screw you too. Okay.
Mr. Pierce, the Truth Seeker. We meet at last.
Who's there?
What the? Officer, the roof is leaking. Holy shit! Oh, are we gonna? Are we gonna die here? I can't swim up.
I am the one men named Leviathan.
Leviathan, huh?
Not because of the scale of my terrestrial form, but as a reminder of the immensity of my knowledge, which I came to share with you, human.
Well, that's great, I guess.
Do not struggle. You will not be able to speak or escape my influence.
Maybe, but we can still die here because we need air. Try to speak, submit, struggle. Well, valid sanity requirements. Sure.
Excellent. Your mind has begun to expand. Your dreams have been gently shepherded by the being they call the Oracle. But it is your curiosity and your fate that have led you up to this moment. You are here to accept the knowledge and follow the path that leads to your freedom. This is an offer that the likes of you, particularly those with such rare characteristics, cannot refuse. The more you bend your human spirit to make it able to receive the truth, the closer you will come to embrace his power. Where is the Oracle, Truth Seeker? Would you like to see her?
I think so, yes. Accept the knowledge, refuse the knowledge. Well, we have accepted so much occult knowledge that might as well accept some more.
Where is the Oracle? Is she not the very object of your quest? I'll let you see for yourself. But do not forget, your fate has already been written. Our paths shall cross again, Truth Seeker.
Whoa. Are we moving to someone else's body?
You know the risk, Sarah. If you happen to use your powers again, you may lose more than your life.
It is not about me, but innocent lives. I hope that your sources are reliable.
The bootleggers have the painting. If the dimensional Shambler is to appear, he will do it here. The Shambler! I knew it!
No! Not again!
Oh, we are in Sara Hawkins' body. Okay. Find Drake.
Algernon, come back!
Algernon, that's such a cool name. We got some more character points for Drake, apparently.
Where is Algernon? And the Shambler?
Right, who's over there? We got a lantern with her as well. But who's over there? I can't tell, they are too far away. Too far away for me to see them. But actually I think I'm going to end this episode here. And in the next episode, well, let's go down there and try to find Drake and fight off the Shambler and send it back to its dimension, once and for all. So, until next time, thank you for watching once again, and see you next time for more Call of Cthulhu.